In the energy quadrant, big reversal today in that March crude oil contract. We're actually up 1.38% today on the high, which would have been a 6-day high at 53.58. It actually was a 6-day high, but then we came off and finished the day negative on the lows, down about 1.22%. Finished the day down about 0.5%, right around 52.50 or so, right in that range. So failing at 53 and turning into a negative day, not a very positive thing from a price action perspective. Now we're still looking at yesterday's EIA data, and we had that large crude oil draw of 9.9 million barrels, but it was mixed otherwise. We're still 5% above the 5-year average in terms of overall inventories of crude oil. We had an average build of 2.5 million barrels of gasoline, but gasoline is actually 3% below its 5-year average in terms of inventories. We also have refinery utilization, which had its 4th week in a row above 80. That was after a string of 18 weeks below 80, and that tied the record from the start of the pandemic, which also had 18 weeks in a row below 80 on refinery utilization, but it was lower than last week's refinery utilization figure. And of course, refinery utilization indicates demand for raw crude oil. Is it increasing? Is it decreasing? It decreased from last week. The next target we're going to be looking for is for it to get above 90, which isn't likely until economies fully reopen, at least here in the U.S. And that's one of the things as well, is that demand weakness is starting to build in terms of perception of that being the situation that we're in. We had the new strain, the South African strain of COVID-19 detected and confirmed in the United States, South Carolina, which could potentially frighten some people who are ready to go out and start to relive within the normal economy. We don't know if that's the case, but the perception throughout the market is that the recovery might be slower than it would have been without these new variants of COVID-19, as long as the vaccine progress continues to be slow, which it still is at this point.